We live in a world where your worth is often measured by your followers, your accolades, your status. But what if we've been chasing shadows? What if reputation, and even legacy, are nothing more than psychological traps? Today we turn to one of the greatest minds in philosophy, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman Emperor and Stoic sage, to unravel the deceptive allure of fame, approval, and legacy. This isn't just ancient wisdom. This is a brutal mirror held up to our modern world. Let's begin by confronting a fundamental desire, the longing to be seen, admired, even remembered. Social media amplifies this. We're rewarded for being visible. We track likes, retweets, and follower counts like stock prices. It's not enough to be someone. We must appear to be someone. But Marcus Aurelius warns us in Meditations, consider the people whose admiration you long for. See their minds, the things they run from, and the things they chase after. Are they truly wise? He doesn't say don't be good. He says don't let your goodness depend on whether others see it or approve of it. Ask yourself, who is your audience? And why do they matter? If you need validation to feel worthy, then you've handed your peace over to strangers. We often hear, do something that will live on after you're gone. We idolize legacy, building something that will outlast us. But Marcus asks, how quickly all things disappear. In the universe, the bodies themselves, in time, the memory of them. He reminds us that even legacy fades. The names of emperors, conquerors, artists, eventually they dissolve into footnotes, dust, or are misremembered. Think about it. Who was the richest person in 1427? Who won the most battles in 876 AD? We don't know, and one day will be forgotten too. So if your purpose rests on being remembered, you've already lost. Reputation and legacy are not just philosophical ideas, they're psychological traps. They tap into our survival brain. Approval meant safety in the tribe. Disapproval meant exile. But in a hyper-connected digital world, this instinct is being hijacked. We feel anxious if we're not noticed. We fear being forgotten. We burn ourselves out building a personal brand instead of a personal life. Marcus urges us to look within. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. This is the paradox. We know ourselves best, and yet we let others dictate who we are. So what does Stoicism offer in the face of this? A radical shift. Stoicism teaches that virtue, not approval, not fame, not remembrance, is the only thing that matters. Do you act justly? Do you speak honestly? That's the legacy Marcus cared about. Not statues, not titles, but how he lived, moment by moment. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. And here's the Stoic secret. When you stop chasing reputation, you start living with real integrity. Think of the whistleblower who exposes corruption, knowing it will ruin their reputation. Or the parent who leaves a high-paying job to raise their kids, ignored by the world but deeply present in their home. These people choose substance over appearance. And think of the influencers with millions of followers burning out, feeling empty, because they've built an image that no longer feels like themselves. This is the reality Marcus Aurelius foresaw 2,000 years before Instagram. But let's be clear, Marcus wasn't saying you should avoid a good reputation or reject a meaningful legacy. He was saying, don't cling to it, don't need it. If you do good work, people may notice. That's fine. If you're remembered, great. But if not, your virtue remains intact. Let the one who would enjoy a good reputation strive to be what he desires to seem. In other words, reputation should be the echo, not the goal. So how do we live this way in a world addicted to attention? Here are a few Stoic practices. 1. Journal your intentions. Each morning ask, why am I doing this? for virtue or for validation. 2. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. Let that guide what you value. Do you want to be remembered for being real or being popular? 3. Circle of control. As Epictetus said, some things are up to us, some things are not. Reputation, not your effort, always. 4. Do anonymous good. Help someone, but don't tell anyone. Let go of credit. That's Stoic. 5. Rehearse insult. Imagine being misunderstood, criticized, even mocked, and practice being okay with it. That's freedom. We all want to be seen. We all want to be remembered. But Marcus Aurelius challenges us with a deeper question. What is your soul like? Is it kind? Is it rational? Is it aligned with nature? Because in the end, that's what matters. Not your follower count, not your obituary, not your resume or your reputation, but whether you lived with virtue, whether you were who you claimed to be, even when no one was watching. That's the only legacy that matters, and strangely enough, it's the one most likely to last. If this message spoke to something deep within you, subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's build lives of meaning, not just visibility. This has been a Stoic reflection on the trap of reputation and legacy through the eyes of Marcus Aurelius. Until next time, hold fast and live free.